The envelope lands beside your hand. Selected shoes wait by the door. Nothing has happened yet, but the evening feels assigned. Why does one invitation already feel tiring? Your finger hovers near the elevator button. You have not written yes. Still, your body has started leaving the apartment. The event starts long before you arrive. It begins when your next few days stop feeling fully yours. The narrow entryway feels smaller near the door. You picture the weather, the walk, and how formal everyone might be. Then you picture changing your mind. A friendly invitation has already become a small rehearsal, and no answer has been sent. The battery pack presses against the open bag. You add it, remove it, then add it again. The zipper stays open while you reconsider. Maybe the night runs late. Maybe the ride home takes longer. Each small precaution makes sense alone. Together, they make the event feel underway. Across the kitchen wall, the stiff envelope covers 2 calendar spaces. One is the event evening. The other is tomorrow morning. The printed hours look small beneath it, almost harmless. Your shoulders still tighten as if tomorrow were included. Your hand pauses above the partly withdrawn card. A 2-hour gathering has quietly claimed a much larger piece of time. By the next afternoon, pale light fills the cleared kitchen corner. Ordinary errands have shifted around the decision. Dinner moves earlier. A quiet task moves later. The invitation is no longer one appointment. It is rearranging the week around a decision you have not made. An umbrella dries open beside the kitchen wall. Rain is only a possibility, yet preparation has entered the room. This is pre-spent time. The future is being used before anything enjoyable, awkward, or ordinary has even had a chance to happen. At the pickup rail, a clean jacket hangs inside clear plastic. Its shoulders look ready before you feel ready. You came here days early because showing up takes more than attendance. It takes clothing, timing, transport, and the energy to look present. Other customers move past the narrow counter. You remain still, checking how the sleeve falls against your arm. Nobody is pressuring you. That makes the tiredness harder to explain. Every step is reasonable, but the whole chain already feels too large. The fluorescent light flattens every soft color. You imagine greeting people while watching the clock inside your head. You imagine leaving without seeming rude. The waiting has become its own work. But that is not the real reason. You are already managing an evening that has not asked anything of you yet. Tissue paper rises above an unopened gift bag. The choice should be small. Still, you compare what feels warm, what feels excessive, and what might look careless. Connection now carries a preparation fee, paid in attention several days before anyone meets. Your thumb rests on the edge of a blank card. A short note becomes another decision about tone. Too warm might promise more closeness. Too brief might look distant. The invitation keeps creating work that cannot be seen from the event time printed on it. By the checkout gap, you stop moving forward. People behind you know what they came to buy. The line advances, but your answer stays exactly where it was. You are still measuring an invisible obligation. When did a simple yes begin requiring this much advance proof that you care? Your wrists settle beneath the cool reading room light. You choose yes in your head, then undo it. You are not deciding only whether to attend. You are estimating the version of yourself who must prepare, travel, stay pleasant, leave carefully, and recover afterward. A small countdown continues beside untouched tea. You read the same options again. Even the tea cools before your choice does. The minutes are free, but they no longer feel available. Waiting for a decision can occupy the present almost as completely as the event occupies the future. The folded transit timetable opens wider than expected. Your eyes move first to the final ride home. Arrival comes second. That order reveals something plain. You are not planning how to join the evening. You are planning how to regain control after it. Under the kiosk light, the venue map curls at one corner. The paper resists flattening. You circle the entrance lightly, then your hand moves toward the side exit. The building is still unfamiliar, but your relief already has a route. The dark exit mark becomes heavier than the entrance. You note the shortest hall, the nearest door, and the point where a goodbye could happen quickly. The exit feels safer than arrival. And this is where it changes. The plan is less about connection than about surviving the loss of choice. Your hand drops to your side beneath the steady kiosk light. The route is no longer the important part. Before meeting anyone, you have built an escape. What kind of rest begins with rehearsing how to leave? At the bus shelter, the return route stays fixed in your head. Dust collects along the empty curb. You calculate it without looking again. The plan has moved into your body now, turning a quiet wait into advanced monitoring. Your shoulders tighten as the light fades. A later ride would mean a later meal, a later shower, and a shorter morning. The numbers settle without mercy. None of those costs belongs to the gathering itself. They sit around it, making one evening feel like a loan against tomorrow. People pass the shelter without slowing. You stay seated and picture the exact moment you would stand, travel, arrive, and finally return. The entire sequence plays once more. You feel tired because your mind has already attended every part of it. Inside the lobby, the empty coat hook waits at shoulder height. Your jacket stays folded over your arm. Hanging it would mean settling in. Holding it keeps departure close. The event has barely started, but your body is already protecting the exit. Other guests cross the bright floor with easy steps. You remain near the threshold, answering warmly while keeping one foot angled outward. You can feel tomorrow narrowing behind you. The harder part comes later. Social effort is not ending here. It has already changed the shape of tomorrow. The open doorway leaves a narrow strip of outside light. You notice it while someone speaks. Part of you is present. Another part is counting the remaining energy, the ride home, and how much quiet will be needed before sleep feels possible. The next day's meal container sits ready in the office kitchen. Its lid catches the pale light. You prepared it before leaving for the event. That small act looks responsible. It also proves that tomorrow has already been redesigned around tonight. Your palm stays flat against the cool counter. Lunch is handled, yet the relief never arrives. Lunch is solved, not the hours around it. Pre-spent time becomes recovery debt. Preparation did not remove the cost. It only moved the cost earlier into hours that once looked open. Morning light from the shared window reaches an unused corner. You imagine arriving here slower, speaking less, and guarding every easy task. Nothing dramatic is expected. That is why the loss matters. Ordinary life will pay for an evening that has barely begun. Planned clothing covers the bedroom chair from edge to edge. The chair can no longer hold you. Private space has become a staging area, and tomorrow already has a role. Even rest now seems arranged around the invitation. You stand beside the block seat without touching anything. The room is quiet, but it does not feel free. Nothing has happened, yet rest has lost its seat. How much of an invitation belongs to other people? And how much belongs to the hours it quietly removes from you? Back at the writing desk, the envelope meets your hand again. This time, you do not pull the card farther out. You lift the whole envelope away from the space it occupied. That is when it turns. The future no longer has to stay covered while you decide. The clear center of the desk remains untouched. The silence stays ordinary. No message is written. No dramatic refusal is made. The relationship remains where it was. Only the automatic claim on your time has been interrupted. Soft morning light spreads across the kitchen window. You let it reach the wall without filling the space beneath it. Nothing has been scheduled beneath it. The day has no recovery plan yet. For once, that absence does not feel careless. Your hand rises, then stops before assigning the open morning. There is no replacement task waiting. You do not rush to make the space useful. The pause is small, but it returns something important. Some future time is allowed to remain unclaimed, even before every answer feels certain. One blank calendar square stays visible in the light. Your hand leaves it untouched. The decision about the event is still open. So is the relationship. The cost was never just showing up. It was losing time before you chose. The real change is quieter. An invitation is not the event alone when it spends tomorrow in advance.